There's a multitude of different ways that a number can get on the bad list. And once it is, it's there. Unless you
That's it.
Yeah.
Insurance dudes are on a mission to escape being handcuffed by our agencies.
How? By uncovering the secrets to creating a predictable, consistent, and profitable agency sales machine.
I am Craig Pretzinger.
I am Jason Feltman.
We are agents.
We are insurance dudes.
Right now, while it's fresh in your mind, check out live.teledudes.com.
We took our notes from over 100 interviews with top agents from around the country and made it into a live webcast.
Using these strategies led Craig and I to selling more than $10 million in premium in the last 2 years.
On this call, you'll receive the exact blueprint to get the same results.
Just go to live.teledudes.com to register for this upcoming Tuesday's live call with us.
If you jump on this call with us, we're certain 2022 will be an absolutely fantastic year for you.
See you there.
Welcome back.
Yes, another playbook.
Yep.
I suppose.
So today we'll talk about 5 facts about calling insurance leads. Ooh. Fact number 1, and this comes from your agency, Craig, and my agency mimics the same thing, is that 84% of leads close after how many dials?
84% close after 8 dials.
That's true. That's it.
Yep.
That is the fact. So just based on that alone, if you're buying leads and you're not calling a minimum of 8, not even 8 times. It's not like it drastically goes up after that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Put it into perspective.
That middle of the funnel is what? 20 dials, 21 dials. So,
and I think that's gone. I think that number has gone up since the whole stir shaking, all the calling restrictions that happened within the last year. So,
yep.
Number 2 is that I know a lot of agents, especially independent agents, talk about a lot of automations and getting all that stuff set up instead of making calls. I will say this: when it comes to text, emails, and all that stuff, we work with a ton of agencies, so we kind of see behind the scenes of their agencies, and it helps. Like all that stuff helps. The automation definitely helps, but you still got to get the people on the phone to talk to them to build the value and be able to write the policy.
That's what I was going to hit on. That you can't increase the value of something that's already perceived as a commodity over text or email. It's very challenging. People don't read their emails. They're going to look at the text, and then ultimately those should be the supporting factors to get them on the phone, not to sell.
Yep. Fact number 3 is you have to automate the follow-up process with calls. And somehow have a system that doesn't show them how many dials get called on the leads. So we used to manually do this. And when an agent sees that a lead's been called 20 plus times, they won't call them again, or they're a lot less likely. They have a prejudgment in their head. They don't understand actually how many calls it takes to close a lead. And same with the teleteam as well. So hiding that from your agents and your calling team and everything is the best thing to do. Don't let them think about it. They don't need that on their brain.
Yeah. I think that especially even more so with the teleteam, where they're looking at it thinking, oh, it goes back to the easy thing to blame, right? Let's blame the leads.
Yep.
Instead of understanding the actual data and analytics behind the process, right? We know with certainty from 40 million dials, it takes this many. So they may think that this lead is no good because we already called it 20 times. But in my opinion, that lead, well, not even my opinion, just factually, that lead is getting very close to being answered.
Yep. And just an FYI, if it takes 90 dials to close a deal, just know it's going to take the next person 90 dials, and your retention on that person is going to be very good.
Right. The retention on the front end, those ones that the typical agent who makes a few calls then closes those few leads, the retention on those is going to be terrible. And this is also fits into that part where internet lead retention is not good. Well, yeah, it's not good because when you're closing the front end, you're closing the low-hanging fruit.
Yep. Okay, so let's go to fact number 4, which is register your phone numbers. It increases contacts dramatically.
Yes.
You got to do it.
It's a must do. The front end of doing something, right? It's the process. Nobody likes doing the process. It's not the fun part, but you have to do it.
Guaranteed it will more than double your contact rate. And in my case, it tripled. So don't not do that. It's a very easy thing to not do, but a lot has changed in 2021. A lot changed, and contact rates are dramatically different if you don't have your numbers registered. So that's number 4. And then number 5 is rotate out those numbers.
Oh, gosh.
Rotate them out. So even if you got to register them, but some people just register them. And then they're like, well, it should be registered. It should be fine. If you're going to use a phone number, don't allow it to be used more than 75 calls a day. And to be honest, I have mine set at no more than 25 calls a day.
Yep. That's huge. It's huge because it can be flagged by the telecom. It can be flagged by apps. It can be flagged by the actual user who just hits spam on their phone for the iPhone users. So there's a multitude of different ways that a number can get on the bad list. And once it is, it's there. Unless you.
That's it.
Yeah.
So that's 5 fun calling insurance leads facts.
I pointed at the wrong camera.
That's okay. You can do that. And that's a playbook.
Hey, what are you still doing here?
Well, while you're still here and while it's fresh in your mind, check out live.teledudes.com.
Yeah, if you weren't listening before, we took notes from over 100 interviews with top agents from around the country and made it into a live webcast.
Using these strategies did help Craig and I write over $10 million in premium in the last couple years.
And let me tell you, on this call, you'll receive the exact blueprint to get the very same results.
Again, that's live.teledudes.com to register for this upcoming Tuesday's live call with us.
And if you jump on with us, we are certain 2022 will be an absolutely fantastic year for you.
See you there.